Hello, this is Trevor Preston from Motion Board Shop. Today we're going to do our second downhill deck clinic. Since our first one is, a year and a half old now, and technology has really increased in longboarding. We've gotten a whole bunch of new product, a whole bunch of new shapes, just innovation everywhere we see it. So let's start this off. We've picked up a couple new brands, including Subsonic skateboards from Portland and Insect skateboards here in Seattle. Both great companies, and it's awesome to see what they've got here. So let's start off with Subsonic. These are Portland-based, manufactured by hand by a man named Scott Moore, who's done a lot for the longboarding scene. Got a background in slalom, pumping, downhill, everything. He specializes in birch boards that are hand-pressed and shaped. Right here on my left, we've got the Buckshot, which was designed by Billy Miners, or Billy Bones from PDX. And right here is the Subsonic Barrage, which is kind of the classic Subsonic speedboard. Both of these are completely birch, very strong, very thick, great for riders of all weights. Heavier riders, rejoice, this is for you. Let's start off with this Buckshot, which features a wedged nose to increase mobility in the front, a flat back, so it has directional turning, a triplane concave, which is pretty unique. It's got a flat in the middle and two flat planes to give you leverage in your turns. Big cutouts to run wheels of all sizes, and drop-throughs, custom made for any truck you want. I fully support what Scott does in Subsonic just because he's really done a lot for our sport, done a lot in the way of board building, and just innovative, strong, solid boards. His most popular board among speedboarders has to be the Barrage, which features a deep 0.7-inch tub concave. This is the deepest concave I've felt in a drop through, next to maybe Insect Lightning Bug. It's got really nice deep cutouts for the wheels that you want to run, custom drop throughs like I said earlier, and just really great for getting you down the hill. The only difference between this and the Buckshot mainly comes in the lack of wedge in the front, which makes it turn on an equal axis in both front and back. Again, a very solid speedboard made by Subsonic. The next boards we're going to go over are going to be Insect. Insect has been a company I've been with and followed for several years, always pushing the envelope with new boards and constructions. Let's start off with a couple of new speed boards that they've got. This is the Lightning Bug. The Lightning Bug is Insect's drop-through speedboard with 0.75-inch concave. This is the deepest tub concave out of any boards that we carry. Very stiff, fits huge wheels, 97 flies, anything. Deep concave, which is great for leverage. A longer wheelbase, which is great for taller people looking for a stable drop-through board. Now, what Insect has recently done is made all their boards with this carbon fiber nanotubes, the shiny black stringy look to the bottom. Now, I could get into the science of that, but it's a doozy. It's basically a way of impregnating your epoxy with these nanotubes to make a very strong, invincible substance. Stronger than diamond, best strength to weight ratio of any substance known to mankind. Previously only used by the military, now available to the public in these boards. This board also features a 1/4 inch of rocker to kind of give you a little better board feel, lock you in place, give you something to push against when you're in a tuck, and is just awesome for bombing hills. Similarly, they also have their top mount symmetrical speedboard / freerider, the Wasp. What is nice about this board is you can really do anything on it. Since it's symmetrical, you can freeride on it. Since it's aggressive concave, you can still downhill on it, and it features that nice 1/4 inch rocker to keep you in place. What makes this board nice are these cutouts too. It's kind of unusual among top mounts to feature a cutout like this, which allows you to run any wheel you want. I'm personally running big 80s on my Insect, and I'm having no problem with bites. Again, features that carbon fiber nanotube and does everything you ever need it to. This is my personal board right here, which is the Insect Ultralight Firefly. What makes this one different is it has no wood in it at all. Instead of using a birch core like the mainline boards use, this one uses a honeycomb core, which is made out of Kevlar called Nomex. What this allows you to do is create a very stiff board, a very light board, and a very thin board, which is ideal for board feel and cornering at high speeds. Total, this thing weighed in at 3.6 kilograms at Maryhill. I've got my sticker right there, which is incredibly light for a board, allowing you to really rail through corners and receive a lot of traction. As you can see here, I've got mine set up with Monk A trucks and Big 80s, so it's really an optimum board for anything I'll ever be doing. Furthermore, going a little further north on the geography is Rain's new products. They've really hit the longboarding world by storm with this new Pleasure Dome concave. Basically what that does is provide you a tub concave in the front. As you can see right there, it's got a nice flat in the middle, nice railed up edges for you to really receive leverage with your front foot. But more surprisingly is the W in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look down the front there, you've got a really strong peak in the middle of that W. What that does is create two pockets for your feet, whether you're goofy or regular. And this is great for railing toe side corners because you can really dig your foot in there without the worry of centripetal forces bringing your foot to the center. It just keeps you in your place at all times, and so you know exactly where your feet are. This is the Rain Avenger, which is kind of their hallmark board for top mount speedboarding. It features a nice short wheelbase, very nimble, and even features a nice little finger hold for towing up your board uphill. Awesome, definitely. They even pushed the envelope a little further in the last couple of weeks with their new kill switch. This is Kevin Reimer's board, who he's been really working behind the scenes with Rain, well, actually not really behind the scenes, up front with Rain, to design this board specifically for downhill skateboarding, as well as kind of putting a foot in the door of freeriding. This board has kind of the classic Pleasure Dome with little sharper edges to really lock you in even more. But even more uniquely is this whole 3D pressing, where they create a pocket in the front here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see that the area where the trucks are mounted is actually dropped just slightly above the standing platform. What this allows is for your foot to kind of nest up on top of that, so you know exactly where your foot is at all times. It also is nice because it'll prevent your foot from sliding up towards your front trucks when you're railing corners at quick speeds. The kill switch is a top mount speed board, which of course is great for cornering. It also has really nice cutouts so you can run a 75mm wheel, really loose trucks, and not have to worry about it. With the acceleration of Rain also comes the acceleration of a new US company that's been around for a bit but has really come through with their new BioWhip line, which is biodegradable boards made by Comet. This one here we literally just got in the mail last week. This is the FSM Mini. Awesome freeriding board. You can see here it features nice wide platforms right where your feet should be. Really small and nimble. Great for turning quickly and just freeriding the hell out of it. It also features, you know, a small nose and tail for that shove-its and varials and whatnot, whatever you can do with it. Little cutouts so you can rock bigger wheels, and just a very solid design. It's also nice because, you know, when you're done with your board, it's completely biodegradable. You can send it back to them, they'll give you a small refund and take care of it for you. And you know, it makes Polar Bear smile everywhere. Along with the FSM Mini is the Loki. This is the smaller version of their ever popular speedboard, the Pagan. As you can see here, it features their infamous rocker. 1 inch of rocker over a board this short really locks you in. Very nimble, and it comes in different options. This one I hold in my hand is an underflush, which if you can see right there, which means the truck is sunk into the board, which kind of gives it an in-between feel of a top mount and a drop through. The stability nears that of a drop through and the traction nears that of a top mount. A great middle ground if you're kind of stuck in the middle. This board has to be my favorite board for technical riding like pre-drifting or pendies, just because that rocker really lets you dig into those rails and achieve any maneuver you'd ever want to do. Alright, that's going to wrap up our second downhill deck clinic for today. As you can see, in the last year we've had a lot of innovation in the sport, got a lot of new products, and just it's really awesome to see all this progress happening. If you have any questions about these boards or any of our other boards or products, you can visit us online at motionboardshop.com, or you can give us a call. Our phone number here is 206-372-5268. Wear your helmets and keep riding.